Well, Paul, Essex champions again, Bob Willis Trophy, but your contribution over the whole of that competition was invaluable, none more so than on that final day when we were hanging on for the draw that saw us lift the trophy. Just your overall reflections, first of all, on that game.
Yeah, obviously a fantastic occasion at Lords, and something that I don't think many of us have experienced playing a final at Lords. So yeah, really good opportunity to everyone and for everyone while everyone's watching the game, like a wider audience to really showcase what you can do, and it's great to come out on top.
The first target, I guess, in the after sunset batting was to get that first innings lead. It gave us not a position of comfort, but it gave us a bit of a cushion, didn't it? Knowing that from then on, all we had to do was avoid defeat. Yeah,
definitely. I think it would have been a bit of a different prospect if we didn't quite get over the line on the first innings, because I think they would have obviously looked to set out and bat long. And as you saw with us on the final day, I think it was difficult to get wickets when the batters had set out to defend the ball. So yeah, I mean, it was crucially important in the context of the game, and we kind of got one main man to thank for that, really, and Cookie. So yeah, it was obviously from there we were kind of in the driving seat and we managed to get over the line.
Well, indeed, and I think he should return the compliment to those, yourself, Tendo and Adam Wheater in particular, that made that contribution of his in the first innings so valuable, because we lifted the trophy, because it was a rearguard effort, wasn't it, by the time you and, as I say, Tendo and Adam Wheater came to the crease. Yeah,
definitely. I think yeah, it was obviously crucially important to bat long and just basically just try and frustrate them for as long as possible. And I thought they actually bowled superbly on the last day. Chatting about it after it, and I was trying to figure out areas where I potentially would have looked to score a bit more, and there wasn't many. I think they bowled brilliantly. So it was a great effort from all of the lads, and I was thankful once I got out that Wheats kind of stuck it out. Otherwise, I would have maybe been kicking myself a little bit more. But yeah, it was obviously great to get over the line.
You were out there for 2 hours, and batting in not the best of lights, it has to be said, but the umpires decided that we would stay out there. You had to curb your natural. I mean, you're a naturally aggressive player, aren't you? And that must have been quite hard, because there must have been a few inviting deliveries, but you curbed that idea and just played the straight bat.
Yeah, I think obviously naturally looking to be positive, but as you say, in that situation, I think if you're nicking off playing a big attacking shot, you're probably going to have a few stares when you get back to the dressing room. So I think it's just important to really have like the focus of winning the game on your mind, and that's what got us through, really.
Partnership with Tendo was defining as well, wasn't it? What was the conversations between you? I know you were at the end of every over you were down the middle and having a word, just encouragement?
Yeah, just encouragement, just making sure, just trying to keep each other switched on, really. I think obviously Tendo is amazingly experienced and is brilliant, like another brilliant person to be out there with. So I think again, drawing on anyone's experience, someone who's played so many games, I couldn't tell you how many he's played, but is it really important, especially for the guys who are slightly less experienced like myself.
2020 has been an incredible year for all sorts of reasons, but it's been an amazing year for you, hasn't it? It's been the year when, if you like, Paul Walter made his mark on the game. I mean, you played in the Bob Willis Trophy games, established yourself in the side, played so many valuable innings in the middle of the order. They were valuable, getting us bonus points, getting us first innings leads, etc., etc. Found yourself promoted in the order as well down at Arundel. Just your reflections overall on the season for you.
Yeah, obviously been a hugely satisfying year for myself. Obviously been aiming to try and break into the side for a while, especially the Red Bull side. Quite hard to do so, and obviously we've won 3 and 4 years. So obviously difficult, and I'm glad to take my opportunity when it came.
And you've set your standards now, so that's something that you can build on for next year, and hopefully you know, the world situation will be kinder and we can play a lot more cricket. But you've made your mark, and as I say, you know, pushing for continued recognition and inclusion in the side. Yeah,
definitely. I think obviously, for me being hypercritical of myself, I would have liked to have gone big a couple of times. Got out a lot of 30 and 40. Which obviously it's tough wickets as we've played on as well. But I think, yeah, being hypercritical, that's where I'll be looking to improve on next year and really kind of stamp my authority on the game and go big when I get the opportunity.
One thing that cricketers these days do have an invaluable commodity to bring is if you can play in all formats, and you certainly proved that. I don't think there's been any doubt anyway, but perhaps until now you were perhaps regarded more as a one-day player than a format. You've completely eschewed that notion. But we just recall that 70-odd against Sussex in the Vitality Blast game. Your career best in that. That was really satisfying for you, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, really satisfying. Obviously, so I think it's always good to try and play a match-winning innings. Obviously, not on that occasion. I think generally, to keep your place in this team with such a competitive squad that we've got, you've really got to be trying to win games for the team. And I think every time we play, that's what everyone sets out to do. And I think that's why we've been so successful over the last few years. Is everyone is out there knowing or thinking that they can win them the game themselves. And I think that's a huge quality to have in the team.
And a bizarre situation you found yourself in that game, because you actually had players playing with you alongside who were more inexperienced than you were at that level, and you're the senior man for them. So you're the ones who've got to give them the word of encouragement and keep their spirits up, as it were. Yeah,
definitely. I think obviously a few people made a debut that day, so a few nervous faces knocking around, which is always fun when you have played for a few years and had a few games under your belt. It's always good to remember kind of how you felt when you first broke in, trying to not be too hard on the youngsters, giving them time. Like, they need time to kind of settle in. It's completely different. And I think, yeah, it's be a really good experience for all of those guys, especially likes of Jack Plum, who come in and done superbly well. I think now gives everyone kind of an extra boost to go back, work on the game and come back even stronger.
Unfortunately, there weren't any people, no spectators allowed at the grounds, but Essex got terrific support on social media. I'm sure you would have picked up all that messages and encouragement from there. Just a word about the support that we've got here at Essex.
Yeah, I think I mean everyone knows the support we get in 4-day game and in 2020s, and it's obviously superb. It has been a shame to not have anyone in, but yeah, as you say, loads of support over social media and loads of people interested in retweeting and tweeting us, kind of telling us what they would have done, and it's very good. So it's nice to have people interested in the games and interested in watching you succeed. It's very nice to see.